Have you ever noticed that sometimes, right before a major blessing comes into your life, certain people suddenly disappear? A friendship fades. A relationship ends. Someone you trusted walks away without explanation. And in those painful moments, many of us look up to heaven and ask, God, why did this happen? But what if that separation is not a mistake? What if sometimes God Himself removes certain people from our lives because He is preparing something greater? One of the most important truths about God's dealings is this: God sees what we cannot see. We see the present moment. We see the emotions. We feel the pain of the loss. But God sees the future. In the book of Isaiah 55 verse 8, the Lord says, "My thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways." What looks like rejection to you may actually be divine protection. What feels like a painful ending may actually be God redirecting your life toward a greater purpose. Sometimes God removes people because He knows what lies ahead, and He understands that not everyone can walk with you into your next season. The truth is, not every relationship is meant to last forever. Some people come into our lives for a season. Some come to teach us a lesson. Some come to help us during a particular moment. But when that season is over, God may allow separation to happen. Why? Because where God is taking you next may require a different environment, a different mindset, and sometimes even different relationships. Another reason God removes people is because influence matters. The people around you can either strengthen your faith or weaken it. They can either push you closer to your purpose or slowly pull you away from it. That is why the Bible warns us in the first epistle to the Corinthians 15:33. Bad company corrupts good character. God cares deeply about your destiny. So sometimes, before He releases a new blessing into your life, He removes influences that could block what He wants to do. Think about the journey of David. Before he became king, he experienced betrayal, rejection, and opposition from many people around him. But through every difficult season, God was preparing him. What looked like hardship was actually preparation for the throne. And in the same way, sometimes separation is part of God's preparation process in your life. God may remove certain relationships because He is making room for better connections. People who will support your faith. People who will encourage your growth. People who will walk with you in alignment with His purpose. So if someone has recently left your life, do not rush to bitterness. Do not assume that God has forgotten you. Instead, trust that God is still working behind the scenes. Because sometimes what feels like a painful loss today is actually God clearing the path for tomorrow's blessing. Remember this: God never removes something from your life without a purpose. If He allows a separation, it may be because He is protecting your destiny and preparing you for something greater. So trust His wisdom. Trust His timing. And trust that the God who guides your life knows exactly who should walk with you into your future. Shalom.